Hello and welcome to another Miss Alley Cat DIY video. I am so excited because today I have got some glam Christmas decor to show you. I've been wanting to decorate like this for a while and I finally did it. And we took the red truck and we switched it up just a little bit. So I'm super excited to show you all these decor pieces. I used Dollar Tree items except for like some paint and some tools. But yeah, super inexpensive, and without any further ado, let's get started. So to make this larger Dollar Tree Christmas tree, I did end up using 4 of these little Christmas trees that you can purchase from your local Dollar Tree. So off camera, I did take this little piece that all of the trees come with. Now as you can see on one side it does not have a hole, and then shortly you will see on the other side it does. So all I did was off camera, and be sure to have an adult do this for you if you are a kid, but I just drilled a hole on the other side so that both sides have a hole. And this is what we're going to use to connect the trees. What I'm doing here is I've already assembled one of the trees, but at the top of that tree, all I'm trying to do is kind of like expose that metal dowel in the center of our tree, because we're going to be using that little plastic piece and just essentially connecting another tree to that tree. So you can take some scissors or something and kind of cut the string that is wrapped around the dowel, and then just kind of pull down the branches until you have some of that like dowel showing, so that we can do just that. We can put that plastic piece right on there. Once I had my branches pulled down enough, I think I did about 1/4 of an inch pulled down, I'm taking that plastic piece that I drilled a hole into, and I'm just simply sticking it on top of this tree. So if you were to build the tree the way it comes, you'd put this little piece on the bottom of your tree, but now I'm doing it on the top as well so that we can connect another tree to this. Alright, so grabbing another tree, I'm just simply sticking the very bottom of that tree into the top of the other one that we just did. And so yeah, that is what we do now, and let me show you how I kind of hide that and make my tree a little bit fluffier. So now to add some more branches to our tree, I'm taking another Dollar Tree Christmas tree, and I'm simply unraveling the white string that is on the rod of the tree. You can use like a razor blade or scissors or something to cut the string, and you basically just want to unravel it off of that rod, and then once all of the string is off of the rod, the branches will follow along with that and they'll just fall off. You can take some wire cutters and just cut the branches off, but then you will lose some of the length of your branches. So the first thing I did after I unraveled all the branches is I took a small branch and I'm just twisting it around where I can see the ribbon in the center of our larger tree, just because I think if you can see this part, it makes it look very sparse, and then it looks like we just took 2 trees and stuck them together, in my opinion. So I just wanted to cover that up. So I found it easiest to take 2 branches and twist them together. That way it was long enough to go around this center part, and I just kind of twisted it around the center of the tree, and then twisted it again so that it was stronger. And I just continued to do this. So I continued to do that until the center of the tree was completely covered, because we don't want to see that big plastic thing in there. It looks really tacky, and I'll show you what I do next. So now at this point, I'm just basically taking branches and putting them wherever I think the tree needed it. You can twist branches together like I said before. You can take smaller pieces and twist them to shorter branches. I tried to do that on like the bottom of the tree so that the branches were longer on the bottom and smaller as it went up. I just looked around, and wherever it needed some more branches is where I added the branch. So here is the tree before I put anything on it. I think it's super cute. Yeah, it's still a little bit of a dinky little tree, but once you put everything on it, it looks so cute, especially when I cover up the bottom. I really am happy with how it turned out, especially for like $4. So, super cute. So here's my Christmas tree all decorated. I really do love it, especially with all of my white furniture. I think it's so glam and so cute. And I will show you shortly how I make those really adorable truck Christmas ornaments to match my glam decor. I did put some Christmas bulbs that I got from the Dollar Tree. They were like a pack of 12 or something. I forget how many you get, but very good deal for $1, especially for this cute little tree. And then I got a pack that are those little teeny tiny disco balls. So super cute, and it goes with the theme so well. And I did put 2 strands of Dollar Tree's 10 LED lights that I previously got from different occasions that were see-through string, so they blended in very well to my tree. I just love how this tree turned out, and especially for the price of $4. That's of course not including the ornaments, but to buy a tree already done like this would have been at least $10, and that was a pretty good price. Most of them were about $20 to $50 to even more, so I'm really happy that I was able to do this. Okay, so to make these ornaments from the Dollar Tree look glam, all I did was I have some sandpaper, some paint, and some paint pens. So I removed the little tree that is on the truck. You totally could keep it on there, but I didn't think the green went with my glam decor, so I took that off along with the glue that kind of came with it. So the first thing I did was I just took some sandpaper and I just sanded off the glitter that is on my ornament. So I'm just taking this lavender acrylic paint that I have. Now I was a little concerned that because it's plastic that it would just come right off, but I actually didn't have any problem with that. So I went ahead with this small little brush and I'm just painting the whole truck except for the tires and making sure to get all of the edges. Now I did not paint the back of the truck, but yeah, you totally could if you wanted, but I figured I'm not going to see it, so why waste my time and the paint. So I did a couple of coats of this first paint, and then I'll show you how I decorate the truck even further. Now this is the really fun part. I'm taking my paint pens. I'm using this darker purple this time, and I'm just painting where you see, just to kind of give it some more dimension and make it really fun, glamorous, and playful. You could totally, after it dried, you could add purple glitter to this if you wanted. The sky is the limit. I will show you the other versions that I did right now. So here they are. I just love how customizable they all are. The sky is the limit. Whatever kind of truck you want, you can create. And I just love how it ties in the whole look as well. Just little pops of color wherever I put these. So yeah, I'm really happy with how they turned out. And if you're wondering, at the very bottom of the tree, I just put one of these microfiber towels from Dollar Tree's automotive section. So for another ornament idea, I got this kind of larger reindeer ornament from the Dollar Tree, of course. Now the red and the green it's very pretty, but it doesn't really go with the theme that I've got going on. for this video. So I just took that bow and the greenery right off, just kind of yanked it off, tried to do it gently, but I did lose some glitter in the process. That's kind of to be expected. And so let me show you how I glamify this reindeer. So taking this diamond wrap that you can often get at the Dollar Tree, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap that around my reindeer's neck gently, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And then I cut it so I had a row of 3, and I thought that I wanted to do that, and totally could, but I thought that was a little bit too high of a choker, so I did one that was 2 rows of diamonds. And now all I'm going to do is glue that to the back of my reindeer. Now you could make it so that both sides look pretty, but on one side of my reindeer I really didn't care if the ribbon was perfect or how I glued it, because we really won't see that side of the reindeer, but you totally could make it extra perfect on all sides. I also put the diamond wrap on the reindeer's the reindeer's legs, added it to all of her legs, right where you can see above the hoof, but I think it's really cute, and this little reindeer is just so glamorous, and I just love it. I have it on my desk and next to the tree, and it is so pretty. I put it right by that little pin that I got from the Dollar Tree, which I love, and it just ties the whole thing in, and she's just so stinking cute. So this next part is more like a decorating idea as opposed to an actual DIY, because it's that simple. So I have this lavender bowl, and all I'm doing is I'm placing some ornaments inside of the bowl, and I did get these ornaments, these opalescent gorgeous ornaments, in a Michael's $4 grab bag, but I do know that Dollar Tree right now does have ornaments like this. Now I do think they are a little bit smaller, but you could do the exact same thing pretty much, or very close to it anyway, and I think this is super cute. For this next DIY, I'm using this have a cup of cheer sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. So for this one, I am using my paint pens once again, and some paint that matches as close to the paint pens as I could. And of course you can use whatever colors you want, but I really want this to match my decor and have some pastel colors. So let me show you what I do. So to do this project, it's kind of like a paint by numbers without the numbers. So after I picked out the colors that I wanted, I went in with my paint pens to do the smaller parts, like these candy canes. As you can see, I did a purple candy cane and a pink one. And then for where it says cheers, I did go in with this lovely purpley color, the same as I used on one of the candy canes, and I just filled in the word cheer. I did go back and highlight the word cheer exactly where it is a little bit darker on the word. I used this darker purple, and I think it turned out really pretty. For this hollyberry plant, I did go in on the leaves and just paint in this really pretty pastel green, and I think it gives kind of a vintage vibe, which I also love, and it ties in the whole piece very well. So to make this really pastel, I wanted to paint these cups. Now I'm going in with some sandpaper and just lightly sanding down 2 of the cups on this picture. I sanded down the top left cup, that green one, and the bottom left cup. Now for the bottom left cup, I didn't have to do the handle or the very bottom of the cup just because it was already white. However, for the top cup, I did sand down the handle. Now I'm going in with some white acrylic paint, and I did do a couple coats on both the top left cup and the bottom left cup so that I had a nice base, and then I could go in and really have fun with some colors. So while my cups were drying in between coats, I decided to make my candy canes really cute and pastel. I had to do a couple coats of the paint with a very fine tipped paintbrush, just because I wasn't able to sand down the color because it is such a small area, but that was totally fine. I just went in with a couple coats. I did 2 green candy canes and I did 2 pink candy canes, and it really ties in the picture and it looks super cute. So going back to the cups, I went in with a really pretty purple color on the bottom cup and a very gorgeous kind of periwinkle color on the top cup. It comes off kind of looking like a light blue, but it is very periwinkle. And then off camera, I just kind of decorated the 2 left cups. Really pretty, and I'll show you how I decorated the bottom right cup right now. So for this last cup that we're going to be decorating, I just went in with my paint pens simply because the surface was too small to sand down, and I didn't want to take away the fact that this cup had stripes in it. So I went in with this gorgeous purple color that I've already previously used on the word cheer, and I just had fun with it, and you can see where I filled in the lighter purple versus the darker purple, and I think it looks really, really cute. Now on top of this cup, it has some whipped cream, which also has some really cute sprinkles. But the sprinkles do not match with the theme that we've got going on now. So all I did was take the paint pens that I've already used on this picture. I used the green, the pink, and the darker purple, and I just took those pens and kind of dotted them over top of the sprinkles that were already there. You can add more sprinkles if you want, and that way it looks like you put the sprinkles there, and it also matches the picture, ties everything in once again, and looks super, super cute. Now the last thing that I painted on this picture was the border. All I did was take my white acrylic paint and I simply painted 1 coat around the whole border. I didn't do any more coats than that because we're also going to cover it. But first, let me show you what I did to the top ribbon. Now the red ribbon that it comes with is very beautiful, but it just didn't match the aesthetic that I have going on right now. And once I cut it, I realized I could have just stuck it back through the hole, so just keep that in mind. Now all I'm going to do is use this really pretty pink ribbon that I already had on hand, and I just twisted it and pushed it through the hole. You might have to have like an object to help you push it through that hole. I pushed both ends of this ribbon through each one of those holes, and then on the other side, once I had my ribbon in there, and you want to make sure that the shiny side of your ribbon is showing, I just simply hot glued it to the back of this picture. So for the final touch of this picture, I'm taking my diamond wrap once again, and for the bottom and the 2 sides, I did rows of 2 diamonds, and then on the very top of the picture, I did a row that had 1 diamond, or 1 row of diamonds. And I think it's super cute. All I did was hot glue the diamond wrap to my picture, and oh my gosh, I just love how glam this makes this picture. So this is how this sign turned out. I really love this, you guys. It has been hanging up by my Christmas tree that I just made in this video, and it just is so awesome. I do my makeup right next to this little display, and it just fills my heart with joy. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I loved making all of this decor, and if you did, please feel free to pounce on that like button and hit subscribe. It really does mean so much. I hope you all are having a wonderfully perfect Christmas, and I wish you the very best New Year. If you would like to see even more like this from me, please feel free to click on that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. With that being said, until next time, this is Miss Alley Can't DIY. Bye-bye!